fun this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's cool. Where do you go?
Cannon Mountain.
All right. That's awesome. Where is that?
It's right at like the southern part of Franconia Notch.
Okay. All right. Josh really wants me to try skiing. But at this point. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So how is it? Do you feel like?
I like it, but like my boyfriend has been there for years.
Okay.
I like it. Have not gotten past the small stuff, but
That's okay.
having a good time. That's all I like.
I imagine it's like, does anybody else ski in here? Just being out there must be like peaceful. Yeah,
That's the best part is just being outside.
right. Yeah. And you're all warm and cozy, so like you can just enjoy being out there. I'm just afraid of falling.
Jen, you should try cross country.
I would love that. Nobody wants to do it with me. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everybody's like, that's so much work. And I'm like, yeah, but who cares?
Yeah, that's the point.
So much. Snowshoeing. I bought snowshoes last year that have yet to touch snow. All right. Well, at least I know I have two more in here though.
You can go up to North Conway.
Yep.
There's some great trails up there and be back up and back in one day. Ski for a few hours.
Yeah.
And come back.
And you just kind of go at your own
At
pace.
your own pace, yeah.
All right. What age? I'm wondering, like, when Jules could try skiing. I could be at her pace.
As young as as early as they can.
They have no.
Really?
Yeah.
They have no fear, so
No.
she'll surpass you in no time.
That's fine.
That was the time.
Yeah.
But at least I could start have an excuse of like, I'm starting with.
In Manchester and at McIntyre, they do, I think it's like once a week, they do a women's only.
Oh,
And it's, the mountains are closed and it's just women.
neat.
And it's just like new for new people.
Really? All right. That's cool to know. All right.
I loved your little video for the other day. Doing her baby.
Oh man, she's too
So
funny.
cute.
And now she wants to make videos. She loves to watch herself. So last night.
Her
we did
own
another
at the
one.
end.
Oh, her own.
She loves to what herself?
Watch herself in
Oh.
the video. Like she wants to rewatch it over and over again. She thinks it's so funny. Oh, Gail, we went to that museum yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was
It's
like
amazing, isn't it?
unbelievable for our kids.
Which
Yeah.
one was that?
The Children's Museum in Acton?
It's all
interactive.
literally just for, the kids can touch every single thing in there. So, yeah, it was busy
The
actually.
most popular room used to be the kitchen room.
Oh, it still is.
Is it?
Oh, we didn't even go in there because it was just packed with,
Packed.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the water, they have like a water room where they wear like these little waterproof smocks. And they can just, I don't know, it was really neat. In a tree house, and she didn't want to leave at all. So it was a cool place to go. Nice that they discourage stroller use, like on their website, it says don't even bring a stroller. Let them just explore every single thing. So she had a blast.
It's not too big either. Like it's a small, you know what I mean? Like you don't get overwhelmed. Like the Science Museum of Boston is so big, it's like overwhelming.
Right. It is still exhausting, even just watching kids play, but maybe that's just me, but I feel like every parent looks the same, we're all like, okay, where do you wanna go? There's that like enjoyment, like I love seeing her being so excited and also like, they should have an adult area. All right, so we can go ahead and close our eyes. And does everybody have at least one block? If not, I can bring you, raise your hand if you don't have a block. I can grab it for you. Oh, you have one in there, okay. May or may not.
I've got a thing going here.
I was in a purple.
You're feeling very seventh chakra. All right. So we'll close our eyes, connect with our breath. I'll read the card that I picked for us today is Vata. which is the airy dosha. Creative, yeah, there you go, you're in your vata. Creative, imaginative, and unpredictable. And this is perfect because we're gonna focus, we've been focusing on deep breathing a little bit more this week, so we're gonna continue that focus and thread it through our practice. And hopefully, as much as you can remember from the practice, try it at home when you're not here a couple times a day. It's very, it's the key to health and longevity. A lot of these breathing techniques are designed to really, I mean, if you don't have any health problems, then it kind of solidifies being healthy, increasing vitality, longevity. If you are working with some health issues, then it helps to support healing in the body. And it's our breath, so we have it all the time. So Vata says, creative one, it's time to let your ideas flourish. You've gotten a gust of the Vata wind energy and are riding its waves out to deeper waters. Ideas are bubbling within you, and your body has become a vessel for its creative blessings. Allow yourself to dance to the rhythm of your thoughts and let them take you to higher places. The veil between the stars and earth has been lifted, and the downloads you are receiving are straight from the universe. Be sure to anchor them down to this earth with action, so your visions can manifest into reality. And as always, I leave this up here, so if you want to take a picture of it at the end of class, you can. Remember the inspiration. And work with that Vata energy, and like it says in the message of the card, draw it down into the body. So Vata is kind of like our thoughts, right? And then Pitta is words, Kapha is action. Those are the three constitutions of Ayurveda. You don't have to think about that too much, but they kind of go, well, not kind of, they definitely go together. But Vata, we want to draw it down so we don't always feel spacey and airy, but it is good. It's like catching the wind of creativity and then pulling it down into your body so we act, because nothing happens without action. And we'll focus on breathing in and out through the nose, as always. Even just that shift in your life off the mat, breathing in and out through your nose all the time can have a significant positive impact on your mind and your body. Oh, real quick, I think it's March 7th. I'm going to have a sacred healing women's circle at night, 7:30. It's on the schedule, so you can read about it. The breath reminded me of that, because we'll be working with our breath and different other modalities in that group together. In and out through the nose, the belly expands on the inhale, and empties on the exhale. As you begin to settle into your body more, maybe find your posture lengthen up a little bit more, draw the shoulders back, heart forward, and scan your body. Notice how you feel this morning. Gradually deepen the breath. Slow it down. As I guide you through this breathing technique, make sure you go at your own pace. So even though I'm guiding you, you don't have to stay with me. It might be too slow for you, too fast for you. So if you try to force yourself to keep up with a pace that's unnatural for you, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's important that you stay comfortable with your breathing. So when we do this, we want to maintain stillness in the body. We're not lifting and lowering the shoulders as we breathe deeply. We're just maintaining stillness. And internally, you might notice your eyes are kind of looking around, with nowhere to land your gaze. So just allow your internal gaze to land anywhere in your body. Some suggestions would be the heart center or the third eye, but it really doesn't matter if it's over toward your left shoulder. One of my teachers said that wherever your gaze lands within your body is a point of enlightenment. So as long as you work to maintain focus there, it all basically does the same thing. When you're ready on your inhale, you'll fill your belly. Halfway through your inhalation, draw the navel back toward the spine and continue to inhale. You'll feel the breath move up through the ribs, and maybe your ribs expand out to the sides and draw it up further into the chest, filling up to your collarbones. So there's no strain in your face, no pressure in your eyes. Everything should feel comfortable. So work within your own practice. And on the exhale, keep it controlled down from the chest, back through the ribs, into the belly. And we slowly draw the navel back toward the spine to release as much air from the lungs as we can. And it will increase as we continue this practice. And then right back into the inhale, filling the belly. Halfway through the inhalation, draw the navel back, continue to inhale as the breath moves all the way up into the chest. And as you fill all the way up, see if you get to the point where you think you're full, and then you can kind of sip in a little more breath. Slow and controlled on the exhale. And you might find in between these breaths, you might need to take a couple natural breaths. That's okay. Just join back in when you're ready. Inhale, belly. Draw it back. Feel it rise. This time, holding your breath comfortably. Again, no pressure. You just kind of float in that suspension. You're ready to exhale. Keep it slow and controlled. So don't hold your breath to the point where you feel like you have to exhale really fast. You want to keep it slow and controlled. Navel back toward the spine once you reach your belly. And you might find that you can press out a little bit more air than you thought. And there's a gentle pause there, and then you can flow right back into your inhale. Filling the belly. Draw the navel back. Breath moves up through the ribs. They expand out to the sides. Up into the chest. Holding your breath, retain the breath. Exhale when you're ready. Controlled all the way down. Reach your belly, draw the navel back toward the spine. Inhale right back in. Belly Eyes up. So hold. Go on your own. Keep your eyes closed and just if you have any questions, I do want to know when it comes to breathing. So raise your hand if you have a question about what we're doing, just so I know everyone's okay. Good. To move through this technique, feel yourself lighten up a little. You can enjoy what's happening. Enjoy maybe the tingling that you get in your body as we increase the oxygen to the muscles, the brain. We smile to our internal organs. We'll bring in a little visual for us. Imagine we have 5 flowers in the body that have to do with our senses. So let's move through about 5 more breaths together. So your next inhale, we'll focus on the ears. Okay, so we're filling the belly, moving through the same technique. And we smile to our bladder, our kidneys, our reproductive organs. Bringing that prana to those organs through this breath right now. Ears, reproductive, urinary. Move on to the next breath, next flower, your eyes, your gallbladder, your liver. Especially in that retention, really imagine that life force is infusing organs, eyes, gallbladder, liver. Your next breath, the next flower, your nose, large intestine, and lungs. Next breath, lips, stomach, and spleen. Generate a sense of gratitude for your body and love. This flower, your tongue, small intestine, and heart. one more breath where we can bring it all together, your whole body, all the systems and organs. Returning to your natural breath when you're ready. And if you're on a blocker or bolster, you can come off of that. Let's extend our legs out briefly so we can just bring them back to life a little bit. We'll roll the wrists and the ankles a few times in each direction. And then bring it back in, maybe opposite legs. Fingertips to shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. You can roll your shoulders a few times here just to kind of open up the joint. And we're gonna work through the spine this morning, really warming everything up. The spine is connected to basically everything, so it warms up the whole body, and then we'll get into a pretty focused flow, I'll call it, or practice. Maybe it's not a flow, it's a hold. So fingertips to shoulders, we're gonna begin twisting from side to side. So stay connected to your breath, and this is done a little bit more quickly than we normally would do it. Let your head move with you. And work at your own pace. Maybe you kind of work your way into a faster movement. But close your eyes and focus on your spine. Bringing in flexibility and lubrication. Two more times in each direction. Come back to center, release your hands to your legs. We'll do 1 3-part breath, just like we did with our technique this morning. It's called 3-part breath. Let's inhale belly. Halfway through, draw the navel back. Feel the breath rise. Holding at the top. You're ready to exhale, slow and controlled, back down. Next movement, we'll inhale, reach the arms up, heart lifts, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round your back, arms come forward and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, round it back again. You can go fast, you can go slow. Find a rhythm of breath and movement, moving through the spine. Try to work your way into your hips, your pelvis. If your arms get tired, you can do it with your arms down and then bring them back up when you're ready. Don't be afraid to go faster. Good, we'll take it back to center, hands on your knees, sit up tall. Do another 3-part breath. Let's inhale belly. Draw the navel back, let it rise. As it comes up, hold your breath. When you're ready to exhale, nice and slow. To your natural breath. And let's clasp our hands out in front of the heart here. And we're gonna lift and lower the elbows. Lift and lower. Find a connection with breath and movement. This one, faster the better. We're opening the heart, physical heart, heart chakra. Also warming up the shoulders, upper back. Good. Next inhale, take your arms out wide, lift the heart, lift the chin. And we'll exhale, fingertips back to shoulders, twisting again. Side to side, maybe a little faster this time. Easier to move this time around. Come back to center. One more 3-part breath here. Let's inhale, belly. Draw it back. Let it rise. Holding when you're ready. Exhaling slowly. Totally normal for your body to feel tingly and alive. And we'll rock forward onto our hands and knees. And make sure you have at least one block up toward the top of your mat. And we'll roll through cat-cow here. So focus on your spine, maybe close your eyes. Inhale as you drop your belly, lift your head. And on your exhale, rounding your back. Inhale, roll through. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And let's come back to a neutral spine. Pressing into the palms of the hands. So your shoulders are engaged. Drawing the navel back slightly to engage your core. And let's slide the left leg back behind us with the toes on the mat. So straight out behind you. And on an inhale, when you're ready, lift the leg. So it's more of an extension versus a lift. You want to feel as though someone is gently pulling the leg back behind you. And lightly point your toes. You're reaching through the sole of your foot. Maybe lift a little bit higher, but with extension in mind. And then we'll come into our balance. Right arm comes out and up, thumb points up toward the ceiling. And same thing with this arm. It's reaching forward, more of an extension than a lift. Breathe. Balance to the spine. One more breath here. Releasing when you're ready. Go ahead and round your back, drop your head, draw your chin towards your chest. Take a deep breath. And we'll come back to neutral. Again, strengthen the shoulders, engage the core, slide the right leg back, toes in the mat to start. And on an inhale, lift. Lightly point the toes. You're extending, reaching through the sole of your foot. And when you're ready for your balance, left arm comes out. And we're breathing. And you can always have your fingertips down on the floor if it's balance is a challenge this morning. We'll take one more breath here. Releasing when you're ready. And let's tuck our toes and rise up to down dog. As we come into our down dog, find your movement. Bend and straighten. Drop your hips. Stay with your breath. And then step it in a little bit. Find your foot placement. Big toes touch, heels apart. Soften your elbows, chest and belly so you feel that drop of your torso a little bit closer towards your legs. Your head between your arms are hanging even lower. Soften your eyes. Maintain a focal point. Breathe deeply. No retention, but breathe deeply. And let your next inhale bring you forward to plank. Knees up or down in your plank. If your knees are up, see how it feels to rock forward. So you feel that shift, strength in the shoulders changes. And then go ahead and press it back. Your heels press back toward the wall behind you. And inhale, we'll press it forward. On your exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Let your forehead touch the mat. Hands are under the shoulders, elbows tucked in toward the ribs. Let's inhale and peel it up to cobra, high or low. Listen to your body. Tuck your toes and let's press back to down dog. Deep breath. Let's inhale, left leg out and up. Big reach here. Come up on your right toes. Lightly point your left toes. Allowing your chest to draw toward your right thigh. Keep the elbows soft. On your next exhale, slowly release the leg back down. And we'll switch to the other side. Inhale, right leg out and up. Up on your left toes. Extending. Pointing the right toes. And when you're ready, exhale, releasing the foot back down. Let's inhale up to our toes. Exhale, set your knees down, come back to child's pose. Connect with your breath, breathing deep, no retention, but as deep as you can. Take one more breath here. When you're ready to move, let's rise back up through table, into down dog. And we'll inhale, right leg out and up on your left toes. On your exhale, draw your knee in toward your nose and round your back. Inhale, you slowly extend it back out. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, out and up. And on your exhale, go ahead and step it through this time. Good. So this is where you might want to use a block to the outside or the inside of your right foot. We're going to plant into our right hand, turning the back foot out. Let's open left arm out and up. Take a breath here. Let's inhale together. And on your exhale, take it back to center. We're going to open back up again, but bring your left arm back down. And when we open this time, take it nice and slow and make little adjustments along the way. So maybe sink your hips down, engage your core, take it slow as you lift the left arm out and up. Even slower as you turn your gaze up toward your hand. No force, let it land wherever it lands on the ceiling. If it doesn't make it to your hand, that's okay. And feel the broadening of your upper body. So the shoulder blades are not pinching anywhere. There's no overextension. Maybe we can drop the hips a little more and feel that reach back through your left foot to the outside of your left foot. We'll take one more breath here. And slowly circle it back to your lunge. And let's step back to down dog. So options to hold in down dog or to come into child's pose if you don't want to flow. If you're gonna flow, inhale to plank. That little rock forward, exhale as you slowly lower. Inhale, rising, cobra. Maybe up dog. And exhale back to down dog. Step it in a little bit, big toes touch, heels apart. Softening chest and belly. See your hips lift high. 2 more breaths here. Last one. When you're ready, left leg out and up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Slow, intentional movement. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, extend it back out. And exhale, step it through. Good, planting into the left hand, use a block to the inside or outside of your foot, turning your back foot out, and then slowly make adjustments as you take your right arm out and up. You can feel that internal rotation of the left ribs, trying to pull through above the thigh. Your head slowly turns up towards your hand. Stay with your breath. And remember, discover that place where you feel stillness within, right? So make the adjustment to back off a little bit, hold where you are, or maybe even go a little bit deeper. Extending your back leg more, sinking down. One more breath here. When you're ready, circle it back down to your lunge. And we'll step back to down dog. You decide what's best for you. Holding in down dog, child's pose, cat cow. If you're flowing, inhale to plank. Exhale as you slowly lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back to down dog. Find your foot placement. Breathe deep. Again, focus back towards your knees. Open the eyes. Present. Body. Sensations. Slowly inhale, right leg out and up on your left toes. On your exhale, step it through. At this time, we're going to set the left knee down and the top of the foot comes to the mat here. And we're going to plant into our left hand. So we're going to lean into that left hand and reach the right arm out and up. So now we're coming into a twist here. So take your time as you come into your twist, sinking your hips down. And we're gonna slowly reach this right arm back, turning our head in that direction. Find your breath. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Heart opens. Allowing the energy to come in. Palm of the right hand is up. Maybe your head drops back a little bit more, mindful of your neck. And maybe your right knee drops over to the right side a little bit. Keep breathing wherever you end up. We'll take one more breath here. And take it slow as you release back to center, back to the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee. And this time, let's step the left foot forward, come into a fold. Heel toe your feet out a little bit wider than hip width. Reach for opposite elbows. And slowly swing from side to side. Keeping your knees soft. Your breath easy. We'll take it back to center. Roll up to standing. Inhale as you roll, one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms out and up. Lift your toes. And let's exhale and dive back in. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And exhale, fold. Take your feet back to hip width or big toes touching. And let's step the right foot back into lunge. Set your back knee down, top of the foot comes to the mat. Planting into the right hand, so you can take that right hand out a little bit wider and really lean into it as we open this left arm up toward the ceiling and find our twist. So we're sinking down into the hips as much as our flexibility allows us to. So we can connect with our twist. And just bring your awareness to the base of your spine, that's spiraling from the base of your spine out to the top of your head. Let's reach the left arm back, palm up. Get the heart open a little more. Keep the right shoulder strong. Connect with your breath. One more breath here. And take it slow as you come back to center. Go ahead and lift the back knee. And let's walk our hands out. So we come into a wide leg fold here. Pigeon toe your feet in, drop into your fold. And just drop in, really. Let your arms hang heavy, your shoulders, your head. Soften your knees if you feel tight in the back of your legs. Connect with your breath. One more breath here like this. And then walk your hands out so you come up into a halfway lift. And let's take the left hand to center. Feel free to use a block under your left hand. And we're going to reach the right arm under the left arm over toward your left leg and see if you can grab a hold of your left leg. So we connect with a twist here, slowly turning your head to the left side. Finding your breath. Feeling a little more extension in the spine. It's okay to maintain that halfway lift here. And you should feel a stretch on the inside of the right leg. That's kind of how you know you've hit your alignment. Breathing into your belly. One more breath here. And returning back to center, soften your knees, maybe bend and straighten a couple times. And then we'll set it up for the other side. So your right hand plants. And we reach under with the left arm over to the right leg. Turning your head in that direction. Breathe. Feeling your weight shift back towards your heels and hips. So you can find a little more extension through the spine. You kind of press your tailbone up toward the ceiling a little bit more. The breath flows. A little more ease on that extension in the spine. One more breath here. And releasing back to center. And we'll walk back toward our right leg, coming back to our lunge at the top of the mat. Sorry, left leg, whichever leg you have, toward the top of the mat. See, I switched sides. I knew that was going to happen. And last flow, we'll step back to down dog. And again, option to hang out here or in child's pose. If you're flowing, inhale to plank. Make that little shift forward. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, rise, cobra or up dog. And exhale, back to down dog. Find your foot placement. Last hold here of the class. Soften your gaze. Find your breath. One more deep breath. Inhale up to your toes. And exhale, set your knees down. Finding whatever form of child's pose supports you the best. Making your way there slowly. Begin the cool down process so you can really rest here and let go. One more breath here. When you're ready to move, you can come up to either a seated position back on your heels, or if that bothers your knees at all, then just come into an easy cross leg. We'll revisit our beginning postures before Shavasana. Fingertips to shoulders, sit up tall, close your eyes. Start your movement from side to side. Stay with your breath. Just really solidifying, starting our day nice and fresh, all this purification that we've gone through in our class today. New beginning. Good, take it back to center, releasing your hands down, 3-part breath. Let's inhale belly. Halfway through, draw the navel back. Let it rise. Gentle fold. Ready to exhale, slow and controlled. Now arms up, heart lifts, look up. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. And exhale. And find a pace that works for you. Bring through the spine. Releasing back to center. Last one, last 3-part breath here. Inhale, belly. Arm back. Let it rise. Gentle hold. When you're ready to exhale, take it slow. At times easier to retain your breath at this point. Maybe, maybe not. Everybody's different. Natural breath. And again, when you're ready to move, you can support yourself onto your back. And we'll spend a minute or so with our legs extended up toward the ceiling. If you are familiar with shoulder stand and you want to come into shoulder stand, feel free. Or if you want to slide that block under your hips for a little more lift, you can do that as well. If you want to try shoulder stand and you're not quite sure how to do it, then raise your hand. Moderate breath here. Feeling your body relax. Feel it's time in your slow transition to Shavasana. You have that practice is when you come lying down, your body feels pretty well prepared because of all the twisting and spinal movements that we did. Flop open. Shoulders down, away from your ears. To relax completely. toes. It feels right. Try to knees in toward the chest. Lightly wrapping your arms around your legs. Slowly rocking from side to side. Eventually making your way onto your right side and resting there, curling up, supporting your head. Attention to feel in our practice, gather into your heart. Serve you today. Making your way back up to a seated position. Keeping your eyes closed. Hands at heart center. Generating gratitude for one another. Bow our heads down toward our hearts to honor the wisdom within. Bow a little deeper to honor the hearts and wisdom of many teachers and ancestors. Join me in feeling just with the sound of the whole. Take a deep breath in.